Once again, good afternoon, class. The topic for today, for this afternoon session, is about prison and the prisoner. So, in this particular discussion, you will be able to understand what prison is and who is a prisoner. Okay? Now, I have a question here. Is inmate a prisoner or is a detainee a prisoner? Okay? So before we answer that, let us first understand what is prison. Prison is defined as a penitentiary, an institution for the imprisonment of persons convicted of major or serious crimes. Again, one of the definition of prison is a penitentiary, meaning to say, uh, uh, it is a facility where convicted offender may serve their as sentence as their punishment. Okay, it is penitentiary as an institution for the imprisonment of persons convicted. This definition is very specific. Person convicted of major crimes, or also known as heinous crimes. Okay, so the first definition is very limited or limiting only to those persons convicted of heinous crimes like murder, rape, treason. So those crimes are heinous crimes. So those convicted of those crimes are said to be imprisoned uh, according to this definition as prison. Okay. The next definition is it is a building, usually with seals or other places established for the purpose of taking safe custody or confinement of criminals. Again, the second definition is a building. It is a building, usually with seals or other places established for the purpose of what? Taking safe custody or confinement of criminals. Okay? So, the second definition is not only limiting only for major crimes or serious crimes, those convicted persons, convicted offender, but also for safe taking of person, confinement of criminals. Okay? So for example, like septic, like a detainee, detainee is someone who was confined in a jail or prison uh, because he or she is awaiting for awaiting investigation, under investigation, awaiting trial, or final judgment. That's detainee. Okay, so that's why detainee is also a prisoner according to this definition. Okay? So, purpose of taking safe custody. Like a detainee, for example, the the suspect was arrested, uh, caught in the act, was arrested and was detained in lock-up jail in the police station. Then that is considered uh, safekeeping or safe custody of the detained person. So that falls under this definition, the second definition, prison. Okay. The third one is a place of confinement for those charged with or convicted of offenses against the laws of the land. Again, this is very broad because this definition uh, also covered those uh, those persons charged with an offense or those convicted of an offense. Okay, so the definitions of prisons is actually confinement of a person, whether it because of criminal charges, whether because he served his sentence. So still it is a prison. The fact that the person was confined in a particular cell or facility or institution, that is prison. Okay? Of course, basically, who is a prisoner? Of course, a person who was confined in a jail or prison or a facility. Okay? So, who is a prison? A prisoner is a person who is under the custody of local authority. Okay? So, this is very, the definition of the prison here is a legal definition because you are you can only be considered as a prisoner if you were detained or confined under the custody of local authority. For example, if a person was confined illegally, was detained illegally, that person is not considered prisoner because he or she is not under the lawful authority of the law. Okay? So a person who by reason of his criminal sentence or by a decision issued by a court may be deprived of his liberty or freedom. So basically this definition is more on legalistic definition because you are not considered as prisoner if you were detained illegally. Okay? So that dapat yung pag-detain, ang pagkulong ng tao should be legal. Dapat may court order. Okay, if that's a warrant of arrest, may warrant of arrest issued by reputable court, honorable court, okay, or by reason of criminal sentence if the accused uh, was sentenced for imprisonment, then that person is considered prisoner once na confined na sa facility or a jail or prison. Okay? So let's take another definition of a prisoner. A prisoner is any person detained, confined in jail or prison for the commission of a criminal or convicted and serving in a penal institution. Again, this definition is a legal definition. Okay? So a prisoner is any person, kahit sino that was detained, confined, either in jail or prison for the commission of criminal offense or convicted and serving the penal institution. So again, a prisoner is not only those serving sentence but also those accused of a crime awaiting for or awaiting trial or under investigation, okay, or awaiting final judgment. Okay, and we have the last definition of a prisoner: a person committed to jail or prison by a competent authority for any of the following reasons: to serve a sentence after conviction, trial, investigation. Okay? So, the last definition ay covered na lahat dito. Yung tatlong definition, yung dalawa na una. Because a person is considered a prisoner once committed to jail or prison. Either jail or prison by competent authority for any of the following reason. Bakit siya na-detain? Bakit siya kinulong sa jail or prison? Ito ang reason. Number one, siguro, maybe, he served his sentence after conviction. Okay? Second is under second is awaiting trial or on trial. Okay? While the trial is ongoing, siya ay nakakulong, siya ay na-detain sa jail or prison. But usually in jail. Okay? In practice, pag awaiting trial or the trial is ongoing, ang accused ay nakakulong sa jail. Okay? That's on practice. Then investigation, under investigation pa lang yung kaso. Okay? For example, the person was arrested by virtue of warrantless arrest. Okay? So, yan. So, nakulong siya, na-detain siya I think for example, for heinous crimes, for grave offense, I think 3 days. Uh, then, no, 3 days, 36, 18 for less grave, and 12 for less grave. And go. Grave offense or capital punishment, that 36 hours. So, depende sa penalty, or it depends on the crime committed. Okay? So, investigation, meaning say the person was detained because the case is under investigation. Okay? That is a prisoner. Okay? So, that's end in this particular discussion. We discuss, uh, discuss, define, explain what is prison and who is a prisoner.